Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First play, Watson to the air. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tackle by Avonte Maddox. The Packers at 10-6 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go to Elliott again. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw, Watson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. Man open, and it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Watson. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver has got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Watson's throw taken in by Fitzpatrick. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. Williams brings it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Watson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Here's Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here's the former Lion, Matt Prater, on for the field goal. Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Prescott. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott now from the 50. That is caught by Lamb. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
From the red zone now, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it right around the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. There's Chris Olave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Prescott now. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. CeeDee Lamb. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
Yeah, they should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle with Barkley. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 49 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Prater for the extra point. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Watson. High throw, but the catch is made. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Now Watson. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne from 10 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. Downfield and caught by Thornton. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Detroit. Tyquan Thornton. 77 yards. And the Lions strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. Pass complete. Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Watson's throw taken in by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Watson to throw. He's got a man complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Prescott. He's got his man, Thornton. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.